With everything I just showed you, here's my question to all of you. Do you actually believe that Anthony Richardson is going to be a problem? The most, and I mean the absolute most, polarizing quarterback taken in the recent NFL draft, Anthony Richardson, he's stirring up a lot of conversations at the Colts OTAs. According to the newest and new reports, and we're going to talk all about it in today's video, he's been a problem and he's going to be a problem. We got a pretty interesting update on him, but also in today's video, our other main topic we're going to talk about is we got an update on good old Bryce Young. Why did I call him Bryce Young? I don't know. I know that was corny, but seriously, we got an update on Bryce Young. It's looking like Bryce Young is already taking control of that Panthers team, and you'll love to see it. Yeah, it doesn't get too much more simpler than that. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Hope you guys are excited to get into it. All right, Matt, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First thing is first, let's talk about this Bryce Young situation because it's going to be short and simple. There's not too much to say. I know a lot of you are wanting updates on Bryce Young. He's a number 1 overall pick. He's going to the Panthers. There's a lot there, but at the end of the day, there's not an update. Trust me, guys, I would love to talk about Bryce Young some more, but the only thing we're going to speak on, and I'll show you a video clip right here, Bryce Young is reportedly getting a quote-unquote majority of the first-team reps at Panthers OTAs. Now, I know what you may be sitting there saying, okay, Matt, who cares? Why are you even bringing that up? And for those of you who didn't know this, it was stated early on that Bryce Young, he was not going to be the starting quarterback. It was going to be Andy Dalton. So I don't want to say it's shocking, but it is worth mentioning that it's pretty impressive already that Bryce Young is taking over the first-team reps. It seems like he's already on a faster track than most people projected. Yet again, I'm going to divert back to this. He's a number 1 overall pick, so you shouldn't be shocked about this. But if you are a Panthers fan, this is some great news because Bryce Young, he's looking like he's already ready. Bryce Young is so good, so talented, checks off all the boxes on and off the field, and the off the field is the key part because we've seen over the past couple of years, yeah, a quarterback, he can be great on the field, but off the field, he's a train wreck. But for Bryce Young, you're not going to have any problems out of this guy whatsoever. He's ready to go. He's your NFL type of quarterback. Great head on his shoulders. Let me know in the comment section, Panthers fans or NFL fans, how y'all feeling about Bryce? You think he's going to have a great NFL career and live up to the expectations? Or do you think in this rookie season he's going to get humbled? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'll leave it at this. Right now, I think Bryce Young's going to shock a lot of people in his first season. We'll see what happens there. We'll see. This will not be the last time we talk about him in the upcoming weeks. But moving along here to the main top of the main encore, the main reason you clicked onto this video, what's going on with Anthony Richardson, aka I call him AR. I don't even know if some of y'all know this, but his old nickname when he first got to Florida was AR-15, and they quickly changed that for obvious reasons. I was so used to calling him AR-15, and they changed it, so then I just started calling him AR, but that's besides the point. The point is, and we're just going to jump straight into things, Anthony Richardson, he's looking like a problem. I'm going to show you this quote and then I'm going to show you some video footage from practice, but ESPN's Jeremy Fowler said the Colts have been quote-unquote dazzled by their young quarterback's playmaking ability. Here's what he had to say. The word I've heard is dazzled. He has dazzled multiple times with the kind of playmaking he can make just early in OTAs. You see glimpses of it. I was told that they know he's going to be a work in progress, but they're optimistic right now based on where he's trending. They have Gardner Minshew who has started games, and I low-key forgot about that, but continuing along here, he can play for them. The Colts are kind of in middle ground. They're fast-tracking Richardson to play. If he's ready early in the season, then they're going to go for it. But they also know it's going to take time, so they're not going to rush him into that either way. What do y'all think about that? I think that's a good idea. I think they got a good plan in place. Yes, you want Anthony Richardson to play as early as possible because you've invested in this guy. But, and I have a big but, the Colts are also looking at it like this. Hey, if he's not ready, worst case scenario, we just throw Minshew in there and Richardson can continue to practice and get more comfortable. I like that. I really do like that. And the last thing I'm going to show you before I show you these video clips is it's being reported that the young signal caller, quote unquote, has more of a foundation than he's let on. Which in other terms basically means he's better than what most people expected already. Words are just words though. Let me show you this video clip. Matt, roll the clip. Woo! Woo! What do y'all think about that? Now I know. Before Timothy and Bobby run to the comment section, listen up, Timothy. I know what you're going to say. Matt, who cares? It's practice. There's nobody guarding them. It's OTAs, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Look, I get it. And I will always say, you know what? Look, I get it. And I'm the last person to overhype practice and somebody just throwing in practice. But here's what I will say. Number one, it was a great and accurate pass. You can't take that away from him. And number two, he looks good. His footwork, it looks good. His armor looks good. His athletic ability looks good. Everything about this video clip, it looks good. There's some more to it, so let's continue on. Well, there you have it. Another great throw, another great video clip. And that's just two short ones I'm going to show you from the recent OTAs. And the reason I'm showing you two back-to-back like this is to show you guys and prove to you guys that first throw, it wasn't a fluke. And by the way, just to give you some more context, these clips were back-to-back. So these were back-to-back extremely accurate passes that went in the net. And it's not just in the net, but in that tiny hole. Now, yet again, does this mean that Anthony Richardson is the next chosen one, the next Tom Brady, and he's going to win 24 Super Bowls and have 14 MVPs? No. At the end of the day, I understand it's just a video clip in practice, so I'm not going to overreact too much. But here's the part of this that does excite me a little bit about Anthony Richardson, and I'm not even a Colts fan. They have been saying the past couple of days, I've been watching and paying attention, that he's been looking pretty dang good in practice. So hearing that and then seeing this video footage on top of it, it proves and validates their points. According to the reports, I'll show it to you again, like we just talked about, he has been dazzling the Colts in practice. They've also stated, I'll show you again, he's better than what he led on. He looks good. And last but not least, as you can see right here, they're stating Anthony Richardson will be a problem for a long time. With everything I just showed you, here's my question to all of you. Do you actually believe that Anthony Richardson is going to be a problem? Is this something we should be looking at going, hey man, you know, we got to watch out for this guy next year? And I get it. I really do. Just like this comment says right here. Wow, I didn't know OTAs were the new Super Bowl. Can't wait to see him dominate the Pro Bowl too. I get it. I really do. Not many of you are going to be quick to believe in Anthony Richardson just because he's dazzling people and looking pretty solid in the OTAs. I understand it. But here's my perspective on this, and we'll end it off here. Heading into the draft, I wasn't really a believer in Anthony Richardson. I knew he had a lot of potential, and I thought maybe, just maybe, he could be good in about 4 or 5 years. But as far as me believing in him, no, absolutely not. And I'll say this much, after watching him at the Combine, after watching him closely the past 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I've turned into a believer. The only bad thing about his game is he's not a extremely accurate passer, and I've seen this story before. Hint, hint, I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. And the scary part about this is, I love Jalen Hurts to death, but he's not even close to the athlete that Anthony Richardson is. He is a freak of an athlete. He's a heck of an athlete with an insane arm. If he can just find a way to be a little bit more accurate, you're talking about a generational talent. I'm a believer. He has turned me into a believer. I like everything I see out of him. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But roll a belly.